Well, still an opportunity. It looks as if one or two more riders are invested in trying to assist the chase here. Grossschartner has, is it Oliveira that's just there to assist? Might usefully be a man to go for the stage win himself. Look down into one shot. Juan Pedro Lopez, has he got the watts? It's been out front all day in that break.
Well, having said very confidently about a kilometre ago that I felt that he did in him, I'm looking at it now and they're just clipping enough time off, and I think they probably got enough distance. I think it's going to be heartbreaking, as in I think he's going to be caught potentially inside the last kilometre, but they are eking into that lead and they're working quite well together, and he glances over his shoulder, he can see them, they can see him, very much in the balance with 2.2 kilometres to go.
Down to the closing moments, that looks more like 10 and a bit seconds to me than the 20 seconds we got was the most recent. Some significant names. Johannes Koolset's doing some great chasing. We've seen a nice bit of investment from Sam Omen as well, trying to see what he can do to assist. Aprizio is there for goodness for the Burgos Borpellet squad. But no out-and-out superstar sprinters in here. Barcelo, I think, will be feeling pretty content about things. And a group of about 26 riders assembling at the front. It might have even swollen in size as down towards the back at the moment. Sam Omen after his investment. Jelte Krensen has managed to arrive in there for the Jaco Alula squad. Really impressive work from him. Down to the final kilometre and a half, and surely now he hasn't got enough, or has he? Will there be any stall behind? Well, every little drag you ordinarily would help a climber, but you feel that they're not steep enough, these climbs, and Juan Pedro Lopez, his brave bid for glory today, maybe just coming up ever so slightly short. Tim Teutenberg's very much out of it, I can tell you. No big-name sprinters in this group. Who's going to be able to summon up the legs after 5 tough days of racing? 1,200 metres left, and they're going to catch him just under the kite. Through the closing moments and over across the first of two bridges inside the final kilometre as the VF Group Bardiani squads try to put their men into prime position. Tolio starting the day, the best placed of their riders. He's very much in here in this group at the moment. Tolio 11th on the big hill. Luca Colnaghi, their sprinter this week, but he's nowhere to be seen. So a sprint of non-sprinters. 700 metres remaining. Remember, we've got that left-hander with just around about 300 metres remaining as the Lidl Trek squad now try to summon up something a little bit special for their man. Is it Theo Gegenhardt that's going to go for glory today? Into the final bend, they own it, and the final drag up to the line, and there's a change of character of that road as well inside the final moments. They're all swarming around in the UAE squad trying to put Oliveira perhaps into position, and he's got a bit of an advantage. Looks like Ivo Oliveira might have a little bit extra here. Here comes Fabio Christen with a run. Ivo Oliveira trying to fend them off, and he's got the glory. Ivo Oliveira avenges the stage 2 defeat of his brother Roy by taking the final stage of Tour of Slovenia. It's glory for the second time this week for the UAE Team Emirates squad, or the first time in terms of actually getting the stage, and that is one that's really going to mean an awful lot to the Portuguese rider. Ivo Oliveira gets himself into the group, and they managed to hound down the late attacker. And it's 2 victories they're claiming for the week, and that absolutely is avenging that controversial finale on day 2. Joy unbound for the UAE Team Emirates XRG squad. And overall success to be announced and declared as well for Anders Halland Johansson. And Theo Gegenhardt among the first over to congratulate Ivo Oliveira, former Portuguese national road race champion. Takes a huge victory, 3rd of his career, 3rd of the season. Well, the coolest customer here is Anders Halland Johansson. He got the win. Nicely judged, and he was really, really impressive in that final 10-12 kilometres.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Amazing, man.
Let's get a look at that final 1,200 metres or so. Great bid from Juan P. Lopez, but ultimately coming down to the group sprint, and fastest man knew where he had to place himself.
Yeah, tactically really well positioned, and in spite of the best endeavours there from Lidl Trek to try and lead out the sprint, Theo Gegenhardt leading it out, and then just hoping that they're going to have the legs. It was an interesting sprint in that respect, because it wasn't recognised sprinters, so as a consequence it was really a battle of endurance, who had most left in their legs coming into that final bend.
And the lead out performed by Theo Gegenhardt, trying to set something up for Andrea Baggioli. Had made it in. Okay, Baggioli would have been a good shout for stage honours. Looked in good shape at this point, but Ivo Oliveira had ensured that he was in the position of maximum opportunity, and great lead out man that he is in his career, just had more legs, more breakfast, and got to the line. Ivo Oliveira to take the glory ahead of Andrea Baggioli. Barcelo indeed getting up for third on the day. Fabio Christen, it looked from the head on as if he was closer to being in contention. Ultimately though, fine fourth place across the line to preserve his situation overall. Hjalti Krensen there as well. Jakob Omerzel, another top 10 finish for the 19-year-old. What a find the Bahrain Victorias have. There's a lot of passion in that little immediate reaction there from Ivo Oliveira. Controversial conclusion to stage 2. Roy Oliveira was relegated to the back of his group for a little bit of movement in the final 100 metres, and missed out on taking his first professional road race success. His twin brother Ivo there to represent for the team on the final day, and instantly declares that it's 2 wins for the week and not just 1 for the UAE team Emirates squad, and indeed the Oliveira brothers. So podium beckons for Ivo Oliveira, for Anders Halland, and for the other jersey classification, and indeed the team classification winners. 2 wins, not just 1. Gross-Schartner among the first up as well. Excellent performance from Felix Gross-Schartner, will be confirmed as finishing second overall in the Tour of Slovenia. Third place for Theo Gegenhardt, who's quickly up as well to congratulate his rival, and that's a further demonstration really of the camaraderie of the road there that we were talking about a little bit earlier on.
Absolutely, 41st win of the season for UAE Team Emirates, XRG. They really are having a phenomenally good time of it.
It's confirmation of the finishing order at the conclusion of stage 5. It's Ivo Oliveira that gets up to deny Andrea Baggioli and Fernando Barcelo. Christen, Crescioli, Krensen, Ormazel, Quartucci, Scaldo, Fagundes. Fair few riders in that top 10, the top 10 for the first time this week. The cream rising